Hi there. So I'm often asked, what are the top tips for getting into speaking and how do I go about it? So I've got three pointers that should give you the steps that you need to think about speaking and to be able to think about how you can take it forward and use it, in whether that's in your day job for presentations or whether or not that's for doing some keynote speaking or just being a little bit more confident about how you are able to explain what you do and how you do it, especially if you're leading a company and you're involved in sales, you're involved in marketing. Getting confident in speaking is a great way to get confident in meeting and approaching people, especially when it comes to asking for things like the sell. So my three top tips are: number one, get your thoughts down on paper. Map it out. What is it that you're wanting to say? Think about it as a bit of a storyboard. You'll have a beginning, a middle, and an end. What is it that your message needs to say, and what are the bits and pieces that you need to include within that message? So, as I say, if you think about it like a storyboard, plot it out step by step, and you'll soon start to see how your story comes to life. The second point I would say is, who needs to hear this? Who is it that you want to hear your story? That's known as your ideal client avatar. So have a real think about, is it a change that you're wanting to be able to show somebody? Is it you want to motivate somebody? You want to help them with performance? You want to help them in leadership? You want to help, maybe it's parents that need some help and advice and guidance. Maybe it's somebody in a particular type of organization that needs to hear it. You could be wanting to talk to nurses, you might be wanting to talk to doctors, you might be wanting to talk to accountants. Can you see where your story needs to taper for that particular audience? So have a think about that. Who is your ideal client avatar? And then when you're thinking about that, you might think that you need to go back and taper your story a little bit so that you feel you can show where you are engaging with that ideal client. And number three, it's all about practice. So whether or not that's you creating a PowerPoint slide to go along with your talk, whether that's getting you confident and speaking on a stage, whether or not that's just you really getting to know your story and owning it. And when I say owning it, that really is about how you take that story. It's your story, it's unique to you, and how every time you deliver it, that emotion comes through, that passion for it comes through, and that takes time to develop. So don't be hard on yourself, but keep going down that track. And as you're getting out more, as you practice, look for the opportunities where you are able to speak. That's really important because you will need to say what you want to say in front of an audience at some point. So you may as well start sooner rather than later. And that could be to a group of friends, could be to your family to begin with. You then might want to reach out to a business organisation or a particular sector that you're wanting to reach out to and ask if you can speak to a smaller group. Or you might say, I'm ready for the big stage and I want to go in at the higher level. But be confident in what you do because you've tried it and tested it and you've had feedback for it. So there you go. They're my tips. Obviously, if you want to take that further and find out what the next steps are of where to find those stages, I'm here to help you with that as well. So do give me a shout and I look forward to speaking to you soon.